Orange Slices, welcome back to some more Pokemon Zeta and Omicron. Last time we took on the 11-year-old gym leader sensation Graham with his spooky scary ghost, and today we're going to be moving onward, and if you look over on the sidebar you might get a little bit of a hint as to what it is we're going to be doing, because we got Polyp back. So I am going to take a look real quick at the gym badges we've gotten so far, because we're already at 5 gym badges and I had no idea. I'm just like, yeah, it's like episode 16, we have like maybe 3 or 4 badges, but no, apparently we're making pretty good progress here. Also, I totally still have forgotten to fix my character. He's missing a little bit of an eyebrow, which I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm actually missing an eyebrow in real life, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Anyway, we have a little glove, I guess, a leaf, a gem, or a diamond of some sort, which is a little bit glitched if you see there's a little dot over on the leaf badge instead, as well as whatever that 4th one is, I have no idea, and a skull, very threatening, so alright, interesting badges. I haven't really been taking a look at those, so I wanted to see what they actually looked like. But now that we have defeated Graham, like I said, we can head over here, and we got my man, Jeremy! Remember me, the professor's assistant? Wow, you've already gotten 5 badges. You are an amazing trainer. How about a friendly battle? If you win, he will give us the HM for Surf. So like I said, that is why we have Polyp on our team, because we're going to be surfing around at the speed of sound today. And hey, his little snubble is all grown up, and already my throat is, I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe I didn't have anything to drink. I actually haven't had anything to drink today. Did I? I had some coffee. Maybe I should drink some water, though. Water is great, and you should all drink some water. So anyway, last time we did 2 episodes yesterday, and today it might come out pretty late, but you know, there will be one, because I'm actually trying to fix my computer right now, or well, not really fix it. It's been a little bit buggy though, and every day it keeps getting a little bit hotter, and I feel like it's probably because my case is too small. So after this episode is out, I'm gonna work on swapping that out. So I probably should have recorded this earlier, just saying that because this episode is probably coming out a little bit late. And I should probably start doing these earlier, because I know a lot of viewers in the UK have been telling me that the videos are too late and they never end up seeing them, at least when they're released, which is, I mean, it's alright because you get to see them the next day, but I understand that it might be better to just watch them when they actually come out. So I don't know, maybe after a little bit. Like I said, I'm getting on recording the day before now, but that didn't work out today. Well then, basically I'm gonna try to do them the day before so that they can actually come out earlier. And Polyp there, JK, it's actually Loki. Speaking of Loki though, I've also been watching a lot of superhero movies lately, catching back up basically, because I want to go watch Guardians of the Galaxy, which looks really, really cool. That's coming out Friday. You should actually go watch it too, because I've heard really good things about it, and that you don't really need to know anything about the actual comic books that they're based off of. Just know that Chris Pratt is playing the main character, and he's awesome and very funny, and he's in Parks and Recreation, one of my favorite shows on Earth. You didn't see anything. What are you? I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't see anything. Here, take this with you. You deserve it. EHM for Surf. Again, there's no little like chime there when you get something special, or what do you call that? I guess it is kind of like a chime, like a little tone. Anyway, I'll see you around, and I will see you around. But yeah, I really like Chris Pratt, at least in Parks and Recreation. So he looks like he would make a pretty good superhero, especially if you watch Parks and Recreation. You can see him as Burt Macklin, FBI. And it looks like he might bring a little bit of that persona into Star-Lord, which is the character he's going to play in that movie. So anyway, yeah, I've been rewatching like Avengers and stuff like that, and that's why I was just saying, speaking of Loki, can we like talk to this guy without Tetra getting in the way? That would be great. Alright, let's just stand here and wait for him to come back. No, he's, alright. I don't think we can talk to this guy. He keeps being like blocked off by this guy here, this kid. But we're already Pokemon Rangers, so that's okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I did all those missions off screen, like the ones that ended up getting overwritten in the last episode, and now everyone is back up to the level that they used to be, or well, a little bit higher actually, with Loki at 38, Lilu at 39, Tetra falling a little bit behind. But I actually want to try and work on getting an electric type eventually, and I'm not sure if it'll be replacing Tetra, but I do know that I want to try and get an electric type eventually, and also have a water type, not Polyp. Polyp is going to be with us just to surf for us for a little bit, so let's go ahead and give her that Surf HM. And honestly, I still don't know, so we'll see what I can find. I did figure out that Stunfisk is in the game, and you can find it in the Safari Zone, which is coming up pretty soon, so might end up getting ourselves a nice little Stunfisk, a Pokemon I've always wanted to use in a playthrough. We got a little glimpse. Oh, hey, look, speaking of water types, we have Surf now, so we can definitely start finding some cool water types. I wanted to hear the surfing music, but we're not really getting a chance because we are running into beautiful little Krabby, so I don't know. I actually want to see what kind of water types we can find here other than Krabby, though, so I'm not going to Spirit Repel just yet. We'll get a chance to listen to this music later on, I'm sure of it. I also don't know exactly why we turned into Lapras. It's a little strange, because I know that there are actually sprites for surfing, which the people that made the custom Pokemon sprite made. So I don't know why we're on Lapras and not that little sprite where my character would be surfing on top of something. I don't know, I just like looking at my own character. I think he looks amazing, and I wanted to thank those guys again. I thank them every time, but it's because I actually really like the character. Especially this little back animation here, which we don't even get to see because we are in the water and we're a Lapras right now. I don't even know. Azumarill. If Azumarill is a fairy type in this game, that would be interesting to use because I didn't Wi-Fi battle that much, which you guys probably know, but when I did Wi-Fi battle, for the little bit that I did, I actually used an Azumarill, and it was really powerful, and I really liked using it, so I don't know. I think if we can find an Azumarill and it is a fairy type, I would consider using that. Yeah, that would also give us fairy typing on our team, so it would be kind of cool, because I haven't really used a fairy type, since they've only been in one game so far, X and Y. I didn't use a fairy type there. Did I? I know that my X and Y team, I kept switching off different Pokemon, but I definitely at one point had Aegislash. I used Auto, which was Grass and Fighting. I don't think I used a Fairy type at any point. I know I had a Pancham, which is also really cool typing. Dark and Fighting, I think, is a really cool type. Aegislash is one of my favorites. Ghost and Steel type. That is just, I mean, it's a really overused Pokemon, but back when I was doing my playthrough, no one really knew what was going to be overused, and I thought it was really cool, like, especially as it evolved into, like, Doublade, and then eventually, when we finally got the Dust Stone to make Aegislash, it was so cool, man. I want to re-explore those games, actually. I don't know what I'm going to do after this playthrough, but I think I might do something with X and Y, especially with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire being right around the corner. I think it is a good time to revisit X and Y now and see those graphics, especially after playing this game too, because it's kind of like the halfway point. This game is like, it has the graphics, but it doesn't have the animation of those games, so it'd be kind of interesting. Of course, I wouldn't do just a regular playthrough. I'd probably do some kind of challenge run. So let me know what you think of that idea. And actually, I wanted to bring something else up to you guys. I know I've been kind of all scatterbrained with today's episode, but really, I haven't done this in a little bit. In the last two episodes that I recorded, the ones that went up yesterday, I didn't really think I made many points. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to bring up, since we're kind of scatterbrained, but bringing up a lot of topics, is another playthrough that I wanted to do. I've been playing a lot of games, like, other than watching superhero movies, I've been playing games from my childhood lately, like Spyro is one of my favorite games, and I played a little bit of Crash Bandicoot too. I always really like going back to Ratchet and Clank. I haven't been playing that recently, but I always love going back to that game. And I was thinking, I posted a picture on Twitter yesterday, I think, of me playing Spyro, and I said that I always wanted to do like a Let's Play of that game, so I was gonna ask you guys if you would watch something like that. It would definitely not take that long to complete those games. They're pretty short, and I would say I'm pretty good at them, just because, like I said, they're my childhood favorite games, so of course I have played them many times, and even though it's been a while, so it would be kind of semi-blind, it would kind of be more like me remembering what to do rather than knowing exactly what to do. I think that would be kind of interesting, so let me know what you think, and I don't know, it would add more content to upload daily on the channel, I guess, and it would be something other than Pokemon, because even though I haven't been playing that much Pokemon lately, other than Zeta and Omicron, I sometimes play X and Y, like, on an off file. I've actually been doing a Nuzlocke of my X copy, but I'm pretty sure I lost, so I wasn't sure if I should keep playing or reset my save file. But I guess, you know, or keep it going, I mean, as like an all-star kind of thing. But it's just on my own cartridge, so it doesn't really matter as far as an audience watching. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm just going way off topic. I was basically going to ask if you guys would be interested in watching some of those playthroughs, since it would be stuff other than Pokemon. And I've always wanted to bring that back and do other stuff, because I used to do other games, or well, on and off, I've always come back and done different games, but I end up losing motivation halfway through. But I feel like with these games, I would just play through them as fast as I could, since I really, they're my favorite games ever. So I would just play through them, record the entire playthrough, and then it would just be other videos that can go up on the channel. So I don't know. Plus, they're pretty short games. So really, it wouldn't be like when I tried to do Zelda at one point, it was just like, they're not really super long games, but at least for my usual playthroughs, which is either Pokemon or other games, they're pretty long. I mean, Pokemon games are long, but I mean, it's the only game that I really do playthroughs of, so I guess I always finish those. Unless they're Nuzlocke and stuff like that. Or they're games I've done before where I'm just like, yeah, the post-game, I've done this a few too many times. Let's go ahead and skip over that. But anyway, let me know what you think of that. And yeah, I guess, I don't know. I've been playing them either way, so I've been playing Spyro 3 actually, which is actually my favorite one. So I would probably do that one because honestly, the story does not matter that much in those games. And even if it did, I would probably just explain an overview of what happens in the first two. I've actually never beat the second one because as a kid, I had the first one and somehow I missed out on the second one even coming out. And then my mom got me the third one when it came out, but then my disc got all scratched up. So I've actually never beat the third one either because it would always freeze up at a certain point. So those are games that I'd really, really like. And well, I have beaten them at least once. I know that, at least 3. I don't think I've actually ever beat Spyro 2 though. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then it would also be interesting, I think, for those of you that are younger or just have never played those games to see kind of the games of when I was younger, I guess. Because I know that a lot of people watching these videos are the age that I was when I used to play these games. And nowadays you have way awesomer games, I guess, in my opinion at least. I think the games that we have now for like younger audiences are way awesomer than the ones that we had back then. But I guess we kind of hold a nostalgia kind of to them, so I mean, I definitely enjoy playing my childhood games way more than the ones that they make nowadays, but at least when I look at my little cousin, which I was talking about in the last videos, and I watch him play like the games that that he has nowadays, like for kids, they look really, really cool, and I just can't get into them because I'm probably a little too old for them now, but if we had those games back then, I feel like they would have been really, really cool. Then again, most kids nowadays only play Minecraft, which I think is kind of a bummer because even though it is kind of an endless game and there's a lot to it, I feel like there's so much that you're missing out on with just playing Minecraft all the time. Minecraft and Pokemon. While Pokemon is just because that's what I do on my channel, so that's what I see the younger audience like playing all the time and tweeting to me about and whatnot. But I'm sure that you play other games as well, or just kids in general. I'm not going to like generalize the just all kids to playing those games, but I guess the majority that's what I see, because literally all of my little cousins and a bunch of viewers watch Minecraft and play Minecraft and Pokemon, but there are other games though. Like I watched my cousin play all those Lego games and those look really, really cool. I always really liked playing with like real Legos when I was a kid, and he actually plays with real Legos too, but he has the Lego games and those look really awesome. I played the Lego Batman game with him and was having so much fun with it. And I played Lego Indiana Jones, I think. That one was not as great. And I'm kind of weirded out by that, actually, because Indiana Jones is really old. I mean, they did do the new movie with Shia LaBeouf, but that's a really old, like, movie franchise. So I don't know why they've made, like, a Lego Indiana Jones games. Well, I guess it's trying to set up for, like, future new movies. And I was just having a little snack there. Hold on. Yummy, yummy. Anyway, here is TM18 for Rain Dance, and that is going to rain on my little, I guess, discussion. So let me know in the comments what you think of that. And I guess there you got a little insight as to more things to expect from my Q&A. I'm probably going to do a lot of rambling on. I'm starting to choose out the questions that I want, and there are so many questions, it is ridiculous. I think there's like 4,000 already comments. Not all of them are questions, but you know, there's like 4,000 comments already, so I gotta scroll through all of those and sort out the questions, sort out the repeated questions as well, just so that I can pick out all the ones that have been repeated and then try and answer as many of the other ones as I can. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool personal questions, not as many Pokemon questions as I thought, which I'm really happy about because I talk about Pokemon pretty much all the time anyway, so it'll be kind of interesting. Well, obviously there will be some still, but it'll be kind of cool to talk about other games that I enjoy and just other stuff that I do from before I started my channel even, because even before I started my channel, I've been playing Pokemon since I was really little. I didn't know that, but like my mom sent me some pictures, or I was looking through them. Yeah, basically my mom a long time ago, like 2 years, sent me some pictures of when I was really, really little, like maybe in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and that's not really, really little, I guess, but it's still a really long time ago. So anyway, sent me some pictures of that, and I was looking back through them a couple of days ago, and I have apparently been a fan of Pokemon since really young. I thought that I started playing back in 3rd gen, but apparently I had a Pikachu shirt, and I remember watching the show. I guess I just didn't play the games until 3rd gen, but I definitely watched the show and had the movies and had the toys, just not the actual games, because I don't know, maybe I just didn't find them interesting. Because really, in my opinion at least, the 1st and 2nd generation Pokemon games, at least for kids, weren't the most interesting because they weren't too colorful, they weren't too graphically great, so maybe they didn't really catch my attention when I was a kid. Because I am all about, I mean, I'm not saying I'm all about graphics, but I do like, at least when I was a kid, I was more interested in games that had like better graphics and better like action sequences and animations and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just remember like having a Game Boy. Like, my aunt is awesome. One of my aunts, she was like literally the Santa Claus until she got her own grandkids. She would basically be like our grandma that would spoil us. And she gave me a Game Boy when I was really young, and it had the Toy Story game for Game Boy. And that was what I mostly played, at least from what I remember. But anyway, I have literally just gone on rambling about when I was a kid, and we're just here sitting fighting water trainers on Lapras. But you know what? That's okay, because I mean, at least I definitely enjoy talking about this stuff more than just sitting here and saying, oh my god, look, he's using brine. That's really great. Now I'm going to headbutt him. And oh man, he flinched. We got really lucky there, guys. Wow, that didn't kill him. WTF. Maybe now we can kill him. But wait, our speed was lowered and now Mai's dead. That's great. So yeah, I definitely enjoy like ranting more, I guess, even though it might just sound like I'm giving off my life story. But anyway, it's time for Mr. Egg to come in and get Ice Fanged. Alright, thankfully he didn't die though. Are you kidding me? I didn't even know that return could miss. It's like, does this thing even, what is the accuracy of return? Can that, I'm sure it has 100. Yeah. Alright, well, you know, even with 100 accuracy, you can still miss. So, goodbye, Mr. Egg. Never mind, because he used Scary Face for some reason. Good stuff. Great, great stuff. Anyway, I think this will actually be the last trainer, and after this, I'm probably just going to end up surfing over, because I know that we are almost to the island of no return, the island of the Lost Boys of Peter Pan. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Neverland? Is that just what the island is called? Can we really, like, can we just take this guy out? Special attack harshly fell. Oh man, good thing I'm using return. I actually don't know if return goes off of your special or physical attack. I'm assuming it's physical, but they should make like a special return. How does it work actually? I have no idea. Return might just be like neutral, irregardless of which one, you know, like, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. All I know is it goes off of happiness, but I don't know if it's a physical or a special move. It looks like physical, because it looks like he just kind of walks up and punches the Pokemon. They should make a special return, though, if it isn't. But I have a feeling that it might just be, like, dependent on, like, whatever one is better. Anyway, looks like I ran into a trainer, even though I didn't want to. I want to heal up my Pokemon and get to Ladonga Town, or whatever the place is called that we're going to. So let's just take this guy out and see where we're going next. After struggling so hard to take out one of his Gyarados, it turns out he had another one. So we had to actually revive and heal up Lilu there. Hopefully we don't run into any more wild Pokemon though, and we actually find a full restore, so that's good. Alright, I see Mr. Swimmer over there, but you know what? I'm gonna avoid his bald cap head and move on to Ladonga. Gosh darn it, why did I have to get on this little island? I did not want to do that. I want to go in the ocean and be free like a fishy. Fish are pretty free. Fish are some of the freest animals, I think. Now, actually, birds might be. Because fish, a lot of them end up being in little tanks, and then you're just kind of confined to that. But, I mean, if you're out there in the big old ocean, you are free as a fish. What's up, Brown and what? What's rhyme and rhymes with... I can't even read that. What's brown and rhymes with Snoop? Dr. Dre. I feel like that might be racist, but I don't know. I mean, I guess she's just saying that, like, he rhymes, not actually rhymes with the word Snoop. Like he rhymes with him, like they make raps together, but I don't know. Snoop's pretty good, dude. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg every day. I just had to blank myself out because it's inappropriate, man. The Ladonga Shrine is a sacred place. I'm worried about Team Olympus is gonna desecrate it somehow. Speaking of that, I'm pretty sure that Team Olympus is actually located in this city. and we're going to be dealing with them later, so I definitely have to catch up on Pokemon Omicron with our Grill character. I want to be the best and conquer all the gyms. There's so many. There's 8 gyms, then Sigil Halls, and I heard there's even another region, so I guess now we actually know what is up. So I think what I'm going to do with this game, so that it doesn't go on forever, is after the Sigil Halls, I'll probably stream the rest of it, and upload like stream highlights, because once we beat the main story and the Pokemon League, I don't know how long it takes to do the sigils though, so I don't know. I might just move it over to be like longer episodes and like stream it and then upload them as really long episodes basically. Anyway, what's your favorite Pokemon? Mine is Persian. He just seems to embody the higher class of society for me. What is up with the kids in this town? What are they eating? Okay, I think I might have an idea. I mean, if we heard Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre are around here, you kind of get a little clue as to what these kids are up to here. Unless these are the same 2 little girls. Actually, they're all little girls. Me and my friend Liza are having a play date. But if you go outside, look at them. They're right. Oh no, these are 2 boys. Huh. So they are different. There's 2 little boys and 2 little girls. I took his Pokeball and now he's angry at me. So literally all the kids around this town just like to chase each other around. Which is great. You know, that's... Kids don't go out enough nowadays. So there you go. The best Pokemon is Lustisk, isn't that right? I guess I don't really have much choice, my man. You kind of put me in the corner. And you know what they say, you don't put baby in a corner, so we gotta put the middle one. Good answer. And that's it. You don't even get anything. You just agree with him to agree. You look chill. Take this, yo. Instant Lapras. Nice. We now have an instant Lapras. So we no longer even need Polyp, I guess. I'm pretty sure that item... Wait, what? Yo, Weed Blaze Swag, yo. Do I sound cool yet? I mean, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Do you think this guy sounds cool? Yo, Weed Blaze Swag, yo. You be the judge of that. Team Olympus thinks they can get Vezrin. Man, Vezrin is our turf. Those punks better not try anything. Jeez. Alright. This is not my kind of town. I am a little bit scared I'm gonna end up getting shot here. So I'm probably gonna wrap up this episode here. But first off, we got this guy, Bob of the Bob Stand Brothers. He sells boosters, and boosters galore. Don't know what that means, but I guess it is items that boost your typing. And also metal coats. So you can actually use this to evolve Scyther and Onyx. I think in this game you just have to use it on him. You don't actually need to trade him. Though I don't know actually, because I think you can trade in this game, like there is an online function, but I'm not sure if they evolve through different means in this game. I'm Stan of the Bob Stan Brothers, and this guy will sell you some gems. Oh my goodness. So even other type boosting moves. Why can't I say anything? I just like stuttered every word there. Psst, hey kid, you want a new egg? Sure, I don't have any space for it, but I guess we will make space for it. Looks like Mr. Egg will have a little Mrs. Egg to accompany him very soon. Assuming that a girl pops out from the egg. But as you can see, there is Team Olympus, so that is probably going to be the end of this episode. And next time, we're going to figure out exactly what those guys are up to. But first, there's a little bit more that we can explore here. The boss is in here. Who? The boss? I can't tell you his whole name, but his last name is B. Is it Lil B, the base god? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Lil B. Wait, oh, no, it's Mirror B, not Little B. There, well, now we know who the boss is. Mirror B from Pokemon Coliseum, I think. Like I said in a previous episode, I have not played those whole games. I have Coliseum. I've never beat it. I played more of XD, though. I really like XD, actually. I played a lot of it. I just never beat it, either. But I don't really like Pokemon Coliseum. I feel like there's way too limited of a selection of Pokemon to choose from. This guy is a collector of rare books. They say there are 12 ancient tomes hidden throughout the region. Might have you found any by chance? I'd be glad to take all 12 off of you in exchange for something or other. Hey, I found one. If you find all 12, he will give you something really great. Not sure exactly what he's gonna give us. I'm assuming that he's got a book in here, doesn't he? No. That would be awesome, though, if he just had one of those books in his house and he never knew it. But anyway, it looks like you can end up finding 12 ancient tomes. We only have the one, which I found back in Rotom's house, or the house with Rotom, rather. And we've already been in this house, so I guess that is probably it, because I don't want to head up there. There's one more house, and actually a scientist around here. Ladong Shrine is quite the mystical place. It radiates great amounts of magical energy. He's studying it, trying to figure out what possible connections might have, or magic might have with science. A combination of magic and science. That would be powerful. Well, that's kind of what the Avengers is about. It's like the magic of Thor and the science of S.H.I.E.L.D. coming together. Which is why I really like those movies, because it's like, there's magical elements, but there's also science. I really like Game of Thrones because of that, too. And I think they call that Wi-Fi? Why did I say Wi-Fi? I meant to say sci-fi. Science and fiction. So science and magic come together. Anyway, these guys have some interesting Pokemon. That is it for this episode now, officially. So next time, we will get that egg. We will take on Team Olympus, Team Asgard, all of them. I can't believe I've been talking about Thor all this time, and I totally forgot that they're called Team Asgard. Man, I am dumb. Looks like we gotta guard some asses next time. Don't know why I said that. I don't know why I say anything, really. Goodbye!